Hey, all you DPC rebels out there, it's Dr. Shane back for another hangout session, just for another Friday 5 minute magic tip. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Hope the weather's not too bad where you're at and you're looking for a great weekend. Got a little awesome tip for you today, talking about patient satisfaction surveys. Not sure if you have a way you guys assess for patient satisfaction in your DPC clinic. But as you work with employers and move through and add some employers, one thing that you can be awesome to do is to do a little patient satisfaction survey to show the employer that you're keeping your patients happy and try to keep employees happy. So there's several ways to do that. If you have some email service that you use, like MailChimp or something like that, um, we use those and we send out little satisfaction surveys. One of the awesome, easiest ways to do that is a Net Promoter Score, or NPS. You may have heard of that before. This is an industry standard that almost every business across the country use. No matter what industry you're in, everybody does their Net Promoter Score. And it's just a one question. It's really simple. It's a one straightforward question. Would you tell your friends and family about our business or our practice? Would you recommend us? So it's one question. So it's easy to do in a simple email. And then MailChimp and some of these uh, email services, you can send those out and they'll go ahead and they'll collect the results on that test and give you that percentage. And basically what Net Promoter Score is it's a 1 to 10 range. So how likely would you recommend our practice to your friends and family? Is it 1 or 2? Is it 9 or 10? And so you take the folks in the middle and you throw them out. And so you have the protractors, the people who give you low scores, and you have the people who really like you. And you kind of do a percentage of those, of good to bad, and you get a score basically. And that score can be minus 100 all the way up to 100. And so in healthcare in general, across the board, their score might be 32 to 38. Health insurance plans usually are in the lower 20s. Some of them are even worse than that, so in the negative range. But a great net promoter score would be anything over 30, and an excellent one would be like well over 70. So just some companies that you may have heard of, the net promoter score. It depends on where you go and look this information up, but companies like Amazon, their net promoter score is like 47. I'm sorry, Amazon's 25, Apple's like 47, Netflix 13, Starbucks 77. So give you an idea of what some of these big companies, their net promoter score is. Some of the insurance companies that we used to deal with in DPC, their net promoter scores were either negative or in the single digits. So we do a net promoter score for our patients once a year. It's usually the beginning of the year. We'll send out an email to all our patients. Certainly some of our patients don't have email, don't receive emails. So you can think about that. Maybe you can do some handouts with the same question if you want to capture, all your patients. But we send out an email once a year. We actually add a few other questions in the email, just asking, what things can we do better to get some more feedback. And then we get those back. We send out about 1,800 emails, and we get about 10% of those back easily, which is usually the average of what you would get when you send out emails for response. And for the last 3 years, our net promoter score at our clinic at Direct Access has been around 79 to 81 pretty much for 3 years in a row. So pretty good net promoter score for a medical clinic and healthcare in general, about twice what you would expect to see. So this just gives you a good idea of a standard of where you're at. Like people really would recommend your service. You're really providing high customer service, high customer value. So it's a good little survey to do. It's simple. It's not very hard. So you might want to think about doing that and adding that to your a yearly email that you send out. So hopefully this was a good tip for you guys. Check into the Net Promoter Score and see if that's something you can do. if you need some more information, or I could help you doing any coaching, counseling with your DPC, if you're a benefits advisor and you want to learn more about how we work with benefits advisors and DPCs to kind of join together and work with employers, if you can connect with me at drshane at dpcmagic.com, drshane at dpcmagic.com. That's my email. Just hit me up. Be glad to chat with you and see how we can help you. I have a collection of DPC knowledgeable benefits advisors that really work together, so we can really help you out, connect with things, and provide some valuable learning and teaching for you. If you need to get some more information about my book, Magic, Pixie Dust, and Miracles, it's now on audio, so you can find that at dpcmagic.com, www.dpcmagic.com. You can find all my information there. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and we will see you